Shit.
In what's usually regarded as America's game, this showdown hits a different chord each year when it comes around. Filled with tradition and pageantry, it's a game unlike any other, and one in which the nation's finest will battle and fight for the honor and privilege to sing second. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Army Black Knights, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Navy Midshipmen. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer.
I got you.
Guys, let's get
just
this thing
$50.
rolling.
Okay.
All right. I didn't even get to see all the pageantry and shit. Nice stadium. We get to rock that bitch in an NFL stadium.
Coming out with it, it's Simon. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision
Hey, these boys, man.
was not a good one.
Terrence, yeah. We team that's still fighting for something right now. You know what I'm saying?
They'll try the run. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Really good looking run. And when you play Army, you know these guys offensively, they are always so dialed into their rushing attack. Everybody understands their assignment and responsibility. It doesn't matter if they're running the option. It doesn't matter if they're doing it out of the spread. They know who they need to block. And as a defense, you better limit your mental errors or you're going to have a hard time slowing this rushing attack down.
Leaves it with the back. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit,
why is this nigga yellow, bro? It's 2 plays in the game, son.
But you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. To throw, it's McMillan. Grab near the sticks, it's Parrish. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Black Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And that's a really nice play, and it's impressive. Once 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Black Knights. Loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game.
You pick my own return, huh?
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's all not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Handoff to the lone back. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. This rivalry started in 1890 when Dennis Mikey, for whom the stadium at West Point is named, talked Navy into playing a game and the Mids blew him out.
And since that first blowout, obviously, this has been an unbelievable rivalry. So many things about it, honoring the fallen, the march on, the battle of the bands. So many of these things have gone back and forth. But, Jesse, the football is phenomenal. Old school offenses that will hit you right in the mouth.
It's pretty cool, too, when you think about the history of this rivalry, because back in the day, these were two of the best programs in college football. There have been national championships. There have been Heisman trophies. Not necessarily the same thing today, but when you think about great rivalries in the sport, this is it right here.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the tailback.
Bro, move the nigga out the way, bro.
Lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw.
Throw the ball, bro.
Sure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Play action pass success has a lot to do
Throw the
with
ball, bro.
selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
You got a tight end blocking the fucking end. Right, do a better job there blocking.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Picked off, that's number
Oh my God.
15 on the year. Never really
My screen went black.
cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. On the move. Breaks the tackle. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. Guys, they call this America's game because no matter who you root for, you're captivated by this.
Well, and this is just one of those games I think always just stands out just because of the way it looks, right? It's all the uniforms in the stands. It's the pageantry. It's the history of this game. It's the style of football these two teams play as well. It just means so much to these players.
It's so cool, and it's saved for after the Heisman Trophy, after the championship games, when they get the spotlight on them, a well-deserved spotlight for what they do for everyone out there across this country.
And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Army!
These niggas stink.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle.
Y'all don't want me to pick my own return, man.
That last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Aldridge. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Navy will go back on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
Oh, stop it.
Swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground.
Stop it.
Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
Navy comes to the line facing second and short. They'll run play action. Now sliding to his left. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
Ball is at the 35.
And he got it ugly ass in the way.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Coleman. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Navy might want to catch this defense sneaking up on second and inches. Running back searching for a hole. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The brigade celebrating another first down, and that's really the way Navy's always done it. You can even think back to the great Napoleon McCallum, who ran through defenses at will.
Simple, but so disciplined, right? Like running the option year after year, you got to have discipline. Not surprising, Navy is always good at it because so many young men with such discipline, they can run a system and really just continue to methodically move the ball down the field.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Quarterback on the
son.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time,
Stupid
shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge...
Bro, what is we doing? Why is you niggas fumbling the ball like this?
Not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
2 straight drives ending in fumbles now for this offense. Guys just have to start hanging on to the football. There's nothing schematic that has to change. They've just got to get back to fundamentals, 5 points of pressure, and prioritize holding on to the ball.
Jesus Christ, bro. Y'all niggas wildin'.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
This defense obviously came into this game prepared for the quarterback run. Linebackers, DBs, they're keying on him and just waiting for him to pull that football, and you saw their ability to get hats to the ball quickly.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air, it's McMillan. Here comes the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Stands in and takes the hit. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And the return man just kept finding alleys to run in, and he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake, you huddle the guys up, sudden change, be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. They just can't do it better.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We've reached the break, and Army has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. He wants to throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Butler. He gets it inside the 40, but he stopped at the 39, and that's not quite enough for the first down.
That was the only place the quarterback could go with the ball. Finding his back out of the backfield, just couldn't make enough guys miss, and now it's 4th down.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Rides to the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Looking to throw, it's McMillan. Grabbed over the middle, it's Parrish. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. They're working that left side. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And the Black Knights are moving quickly down the field. He'll do it himself. Finds a crease at the 20. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the 1st down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
The Black Knights back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
This offense has become a 1st down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they are going to be gassed.
And the Black Knights trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. To the air, it's McMillan. Trying to bowl his way in. Touchdown, Black Knights! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's nice to have those big tight ends down here in the red zone because they're such big targets, but they can block, or you just slip them out, find a little hole in the defense, feature him, throw it up, let him go get it. Nice job by the tight end with the catch and the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Power football with the run. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the 1st half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Breaks into the open. Slithers into space. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback moving. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple times and they've been sacked a couple times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You have got to give the defense tons of credit. They are dominating in the trenches. That's the big story so far.
Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll try to do it himself. Turns it on in midfield. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, the unique thing about this defense with their nickel personnel is they're able to disguise what they're doing. They can play a lot of different coverages. They can play man, zone, but they can also bring the nickel player in the box and still be pretty good against the run. That time, pretty good job defending the QB scramble. Let's see what they do here on 4th.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Quick completion on the out. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Running it to the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's McMillan. Looking to the big tight end. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Grabbed in the middle. It's Richard. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Black Knights with the 1st and 10. They'll try the running game off the right tackle. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
And the Black Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. The Black Knights headed quickly to the line. Dropping back, it's McMillan. Spits it out to the back. Grab near the marker, it's Moulton. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Black Knights trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football in the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Trying to barrel in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. A really short kick, but you've got to have that angle just right. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Black Knights will kick it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ulrich. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
The midshipman could get really aggressive here on 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Use the play fake, now to throw. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Catch in the middle, it's Burke. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He'll keep it himself. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
You know, the problem with calling option is that you can't limit the hits on your quarterback, and he got absolutely leveled by the defender on that one. Now you got to wonder how many more times this coordinator wants to call that play.
The midshipmen come to the line facing 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab past the marker. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Somehow got the screen into that traffic. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
got to know when to give up the play. You could tell he was out of whack, out of sorts. He's had some success rushing the football today, but nowhere to go. But at the end of the play, give it up. Don't sit there and take those extra hits. Those aren't necessary. Slide on the ground. You're not getting any positive yards anyway. Save those physical hits for those 3rd down and shorts, 4th down and shorts, red zone opportunities.
The midshipman trying to sail way forward on 3rd and half a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor.
The longest phone call in the history of phone calls.
He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the 1st down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the 1st down.
That's a linebacker, bro. It's my fastest receiver. That's stupid.
And you see this
That's really stupid.
Levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice
It's a linebacker, bro. It's a good throw, not pressured. Like, ain't no way.
Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. They'll throw again after the incompletion.
Oh, what was this nigga doing?
What a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Using his legs, it's Richard. Got enough for the 1st down and once more.
That's stupid. Some real video game shit.
Touchdown, Army! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. It's Aldridge. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. And here comes the Navy offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
On the ground with the counter. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Now on the move. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It was starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Second down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Aldridge. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Navy now facing third and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. This might depend on the spot, but I think he's going to come up just inches short of converting that third down. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. On fourth down, looking to pass. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Wants to throw on first down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he was hit just as he released it. And
fellas.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Navy needs to come up with a big play on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off for the third time today. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. They'll leave it with it. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Guys, it is Army who carries the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Handoff to the single running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And when you're down later in the football game, but you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Wants to throw. It's McMillan. Complete to the left. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Cooler 18! Cooler!
Using his legs, it's Simon. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Trying to run, it's Richard. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
And the Black Knights come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. They'll send the back in motion. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Simon. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big third down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
The Black Knights getting set on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. On the move. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a 1st down. DB's right up on the receivers. Give to the running back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. After making his first field goal, he'll try to put up another with a shorty from 26. Just drives it between the uprights. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Fielded in the end zone. It's Aldridge. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone.
What? No.
And Navy will go back on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative and play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the tight end.
Stupid boy ran off field. He sit there and wait on the nigga. You're not really built to throw the ball like that. You know what I'm saying?
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw again. Under fire. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on, so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Smart move to get down with the slide.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. It's complete to the right. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Navy will have it with a 1st and goal.
Yankee blue. Slam.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Still looking, on the move. He's going to take off. Got the 1st down himself. Turning it on. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the 1st down.
And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but is not able to get to the 1st down marker.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And on 4th down, they'll take a knee, but this one's just about over.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too. Because of the field position with the offense backed up, they know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate, but they ain't having it. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage, and they generate a TFL.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. On the run, it's Simon. And the final play is just a short gain, and we're at the end of the game. Perhaps you're not aware, the Army actually has more votes than the Navy, and today they also had more points. And as a result, they will celebrate a win in this rivalry game with the traditional sing second. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.